I'm telling you, of all the hires, of all the key employees that I've hired over the years, a good office manager, hi Shawnee, is absolutely invaluable.
Originating from deep inside the Rocky Mountains, transported through the power of the internet, and arriving inside your tiny earbuds. It's the Appraiser Coach Podcast.
Minisode.
Today's episode is sponsored by Synapse. Synapse, of course, will allow you to support your adjustments. Something you should be doing anyway. Why not make it easier with Synapse? Spark for appraisers.com. Again, spark for appraisers.com. You all know I belong to a local mastermind. I've belonged to that mastermind for many years, and it was an AV guy's time on the couch, audio visual guy. He calls himself like a man cave dude. Like he creates quote unquote man caves. Hey, it's his name, not mine. I'm not sexist. Man cave, ma'am cave, whatever. That's M-A apostrophe A-M, if you didn't catch that. The guy is probably the most disorganized. No, that's not true. I've met many disorganized people. He's high up there on the list of disorganized people. It was his hot seat, and he came in 20 minutes late to the mastermind. And he talked about some of the issues that he's dealing with. And folks, I mean, if it's not a surprise, or if it's not obvious at this point, it's not going to be a surprise when I tell you that his hot seat topic was, I'm disorganized. I need help. He says, look, I was late for the mastermind. That's the story of my life. I'm late to everything. I'm late to every appointment. I sometimes skip appointments. I forget appointments. He says, I've got customers and clients and volume coming out my ears, and I can't keep up with it. And I said to him, I said, John, because that's his name, John, buddy, you need a manager to manage yourself. And I think that kind of struck something with him. And I think it's something that can be applied to many of us in the listening audience today. I want to pause and remind you that we're sponsored by Synapse. Here's something else that you need, folks. In addition to managing yourself, you need to make sure that when you make adjustments on your reports, and you should be making adjustments on your reports, right? Do you have support for those adjustments? What about no adjustments? Did you know that no adjustment is an adjustment? Do you have support that no adjustment is necessary? Whatever it is, whether it's a GLA, whether it's a basement area, whether it's condition, quality, whatever. If you don't have support for those adjustments, folks, you're going to end up in trouble. Synapse makes it easy. You're going to look at the price tag and go, can I afford one more thing per month? Folks, can you afford not to have support for your adjustments and to make it easy? Yeah, you could do all of that on your own. Sure, you could pull up a spreadsheet and on every appraisal spend hours and hours crunching numbers, or you can make it really easy with Synapse. Go to spark4appraisers.com. Again, spark4appraisers.com. Welcome back to the program, everybody. Dustin Harris hanging out in the podcast chair, hanging out on the YouTube channel as well. If you are out there, folks, would you please like this video? Would you please subscribe to the channel? It allows a couple things. First of all, it gets us up there in the ratings so we can get the word out to other appraisers. Second of all, it allows you to never miss an episode. Really appreciate you being there. Our subscribers have exploded over the last little bit, and really, really appreciate it. All right, we're talking today about you, talking about me, talking about human nature. Folks, human nature is, if you've ever read the E-Myth, right? Michael Gerber's E-Myth Revisited. Just so you know, folks, that book I sometimes refer to as the Bible of our mastermind. We refer to that book so often, more often than any other book out there. Why? Because it's a book that might as well have been written for appraisers. Now, it wasn't, but it might as well have been. This idea that if you are a good appraiser, that somehow you're also a good CEO of your business. That if you are a great appraiser, that you ought to start an appraisal business because by golly, you can run a successful appraisal business as well. Much of the frustration that appraisers have, folks, I'm absolutely convinced of this, is because, and there's no shame in this, they're not good managers of themselves. They're not good managers of their business. And this was John's issue recently at a mastermind that I was at here locally. Here's an individual who has no problem with marketing, has no problem with networking, has no problem with his job, right? In fact, he said several times, he says, I am damn good at my job. I charge more money than anybody else ever. I am damn good at my job. I do it very, very well. What I'm not good at is managing my time. What I'm not good at is balancing all of these balls that I've got to keep juggling as a business owner. All right. Is there a lesson in this for appraisers? I think so. I wouldn't be on here if I didn't. Folks, I deal with a lot of appraisers over the week. Coaching calls, accountability meetings with my mastermind, online all the time with the Appraiser Coach website and of course the All-Star team on Facebook. Constantly, we are talking about these kinds of things, right? How to become better managers, how to become better schedulers, how to put systems together that allow you to be able to be successful. That's what I'm all about. So what the Appraiser Coach is all about. By the way, not to beat my chest here, but I'm going to. It's my program, right? I can say whatever I want. I'm damn good at managing. I am. I'm probably better at running a business than I am being an appraiser. And so it's natural for me to be able to help other individuals to be able to do that. And one of the things that you ought to consider, if you are like my friend John, and you are really good at your job, and you may even be a successful business owner, but you're just not good at managing stuff, keeping those balls in the air, may I recommend that you look into and consider hiring a manager. It will change your life. I'm telling you, of all the hires, of all the key employees that I've hired over the years, a good office manager, hi Shawnee, is absolutely invaluable. Absolutely invaluable. Thank you for joining me today, folks, whether you were on YouTube or on the podcast. Really great to have an opportunity to speak at you today. Come back, bring your friends, go create some value.
You've been listening to the Appraiser Coach podcast with Dustin Harris. If you like what you hear, please give us a 5-star rating and post a short review on iTunes. For more in-depth insider information on how you can make more money as a real estate appraiser, visit theappraisercoach.com and sign up for the All-Star team today. Thanks for joining us. And now, get out there and create some value.